Morning peeps. Well, look at this mess. And I only did all this 2 days ago. I completely raked and cleaned everything up, and look at the state of it. Like I said, beautiful plants, but well, what a mess they make. Right, it's almost 10 a.m. Pool's looking very inviting for later, but looking up, it's 32 degrees. It's absolutely red hot, but it's cloudy. Right, I've now harvested everything and eaten everything what's here. So all the research I've done with these tomato plants say they last around 6 months, and looking at these, I mean, you can see I don't think they're going to come back. So what I'm actually going to do today is clean all this out. But what I'm going to do, even though I've been Googling and everyone's got a different idea, I'm just going to chop off, some of these, and I'm going to just plant them in soil like I've done with peppers, just to see if they come back, because I want to get this a really good clean out. You can see inside, if you can, how dark it is. And also what I'm going to do, I'm going to slightly, because I put all these dead level, I'm going to put more of a slope so the water runs through a lot quicker, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, barbecue, nothing really done because I've not got the bricks yet, and this is my problem now. I start thinking too much and what I've been trying to think about that griddle, because they're all poor quality. I have this cast iron skillet. Now that's been hanging outside for around a year around back at house, and well seasoned, perfect. There's only a little bit of rust on bottom because I never seasoned bottom, but I've got this from the old barbecue. So I'm thinking, once I get the bricks, even though I'm going to build a wall here, because that's approximately the position this will be, if we look at that. So I have this space. So what I might do somehow is build semicircular too, build them up where I can put pan on top, and then just have that for skillet there. So it'll be like a little bit of a tube made out of brick. I'll have to chop all bricks up, obviously, make them smaller. But it's a pain in the arse trying to get these bricks. But as you see, I managed to get cupboard out and wood. So that's now in its position. And what I'm going to put here is, so there'll be a bucket hanging here. That's why you can see this concrete slopes here. So when I wash, water runs off. But I'm also going to put a fascia on it as well. Some brick tiles just to finish it off. Once I get some bricks. And obviously I need rebar as well, because that one's for cooking. I need to make one similar, but I'm going to make it with smaller gaps, and then that'll be for me charcoal on bottom. So that's where we are with that. I've just got to find bricks. I've talked to a few people, but they don't install me with confidence. The fish are still pregnant. If you can see that black and white one, I know it's difficult to see, but there's 3 of them really fat. I mean, there's a multicoloured one. It can hardly swim. When it comes up for food, it's sort of like tipping onto its side. It's so fat. Unless they are just fat, I don't know. I don't know how long they stay pregnant for. Right, about the hydroponics. I've tried again, new seeds, done everything, washed everything, and again, okay, I think it's only 3 days, but not one seed this time has come. I mean, I'm just looking there now. It's, you can see it, 32.1, and it is really hot and humid. And this is worse when it's cloudy as well. I don't mind it being hot, but I like it blue sky. So, none of these have grown this time, and I mean 0. Some of the seeds are just starting to rot. You can see algae coming, and a couple of them look like they might be thinking about it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these a few more days, transfer into one pot any what do grow, and the other ones I'm going to wash clean, reseed it, and put them in the house where it's a little bit cooler. I mean, ones what I've planted aren't doing bad at all. They're growing. I mean, this one I put up here because of the sun, just to see what happened. He's doing okay, They're not doing bad at all. So it's just getting these seeds started. I mean, even in the soil now, these have grown, but this was all planted. And same with this, all that planted. It's just, you know, everything's warm and there's no sun on these directly. So it's only ambient temperature. So I think my next seedlings in a couple of days, I'll clean them out and I'll put them in the house, maybe in the spare bedroom. So that's my jobs for today. I'm going to get that cleaned out, that aquaponics over there, because she wants to do some propagating. I was even going to turn timer off with light, because I'm only going to leave one tomato plant in there. But you can see she does all this with her. She just takes leaves and propagates them. So there's my last tomatoes I've just taken off. So she wants to just put some of her plants in there. So that's my next job now. When I finish my cup of coffee, chop all these out and give it a really good clean out and put more of a slope in it, just so water runs through a little bit quicker. And next time I won't make the same mistake of completely filling with tomato plants, because the roots are just, I mean, this is only a really small plant, but if you look at those roots, and it does slow that water down. I mean, some of these roots down at bottom, you're not big plants, they're 8-9 inches long, they're just filling pipe up. So, oh, there's one I took out and forgot about. That was a pepper plant. So I forgot about him. No, it's dead. Yeah, so everything's going to get cleaned out, including intake. You can even see algae building up in that. So that's my next job. And I think that's it. And then I'm going to start looking for some bricks, because the people I've spoke to, they're just, the advertiser size, I originally wanted 1 inch by 2 inch by 8 inch, and I needed 120. No, sorry Paul, we don't have, only 60. Oh, okay. Do you have the 2 by 4 by 8? Yes, Paul. Right, okay, I'll have them. And then you don't hear anything. Then they message you back, I now have enough of the smaller ones. Well, no, I'll have the bigger ones now, because I've replanned everything. All right, Paul, send money. No, I'm not sending any money. I'll do cash on delivery. Oh no, Paul, we don't do that. Well then, I don't want them. And then they message an hour later, our delivery driver's in the area, sir. And I'm like, okay, so deliver him. No, Paul, Gcash, no. And eventually I just think, oh, piss off, you know. Whether they're legitimate or not, you can't trust them, you know, not like that. And I even said, what's your company address? Manila. And I'm like, Manila's a big place. Where? Do you have a showroom? Do you have anything? And then no answer. And then this morning, another message, the delivery driver's in the area again today. Strange. So I'm probably gonna have to jump in car and go and look at a few places I have found online. Some are not that far away, maybe with traffic an hour's drive. So my pepper plants I've just transferred here, just temporary, just to see what happens. But there's already a pepper there. Funny shape, but it's there. Because I want to get rid of all this. She's under orders now. I want all this getting rid of, because this I'm taking out, this one. I mean, you can see how rotten it is, you know. But it's lasted 4 years. I knew it won't last that long. It was just some pallets I had. So I made these 2 planters. Right, guys, I think I'm going to get me coffee, and then I'll start on cleaning out that aquaponics. Alright guys, have a great day, happy Monday, and I'll be back again some other time. Cheers, bye bye.